Let's select our app strings, right click, and I'm going to create a new group from selection. So we put it in nice inside a folder, utils folder. I will move it down under my model. And then let's create another folder for our styles. So new group and call it styles. And inside this, we're going to create a new file. It's going to be a Swift file. And I'm going to call this app button style. And let's import our Swift UI. And again, the way we are going to build our button styles, you can use these button styles, and the code is completely reusable. You can put it on any project. You can change the style to better suit your project. But the main point is the code here, what you are learning, can be applied to any other project. So we are going to create a struct app button style, which is going to conform to button style, and then we're going to write what we need inside our button style. So each button, if you see here, we have our background color different. So we need to pass the background color into our style so it knows which color to apply to each button. So let's put this color of type color here. So this is something that we need to pass into our button style. Then we will have our initializer, which is going to initialize it with a color. And of course, it's going to be type of color. And in our init, we will set our variable. So we will say self.color is equals to color. And here we will have one function because we need to have this make body function. It comes from our button style. So func make body, and then we have this configuration, and this auto completes for you, and you will see that the error goes away. After we get another error here because we are promising here to return some kind of view, which we are going to do. We will access our configuration here that we are getting, and we will get a label. And here we're going to put all our parameters that we want to manipulate on our label. So I want to give it a frame, and it's going to have only a height of 40 points. And the width, I'm going to put it infinite, so it will, depending on the screen size, we're just going to fill all the width of our screen. So we will put another frame here, but I'm going to use the second one here, and we will put max width, and it's going to be infinity. Then let's put some font, and let's put something big like, I don't know, title. Let's get rid of this. Title 2. Font weight will be, again, semi-bold. Some padding so we don't touch. We will give it will give actually some space between the text and the background. Then we're going to apply our background, which is whatever the color that we pass in during our initialization. And the text color, I want to put white because all the backgrounds we are passing in, the white color would look good on them. So we'll use our foreground color modifier, and we just say white. And in order to make them a nice capsule shape, we are going to use a clip shape, and we're passing our capsule shape here, and I'm going to initialize. And let's add some opacity. And depending if we are pressing the button or no, I'm going to change the opacity. You can see when I click, it changes the color, the opacity a little bit. All right, so we are going to do that. And here we will check our configuration again and check if it is pressed. And if it's pressed, we want to have the opacity to 0.5, otherwise to have maximum opacity, which is 1. And finally, I don't know if you have noticed, we have light shadow dropped. So it pops up like it's a little bit on a separate layer than our background. So we can put some shadow here of radius 8 points. Oh, I have a mistake there. So we quickly fix that. Okay, so these are all the parameters that we want to add to our button style. And now in order to easily use it, I'm going to create an extension on button style. And we say where self is equals to up button style, so that this extension is only applies where we are applying our button style. Okay, and then we can create a static function called up button, and we pass a color of type color, and this will return an up button style. So every time we're going to use this button style, I'm going to use this extension. We need double equals there, and we're going to return up button style with the color, and we're going to pass whatever the color we get from here to here, and we return that one. I'm not using a return keyword here because it's not really necessary in Swift if you have only one line here. If we had multiple lines, then we would have to put the return keyword. So we're creating a new up button style and returning that. So let's go back, and now we are going to use this button style instead of the background here. So let's say button style, and we're going to say up buttons with a color of whatever the mode we get, and we pass the color, and you see how our buttons pop and change immediately, and we can see all of them nicely aligned. Now imagine how cool our code is. Just to say, let's say you want to remove one of the game modes here, or maybe you want to add another game mode. All you need to do is quickly jump to the game modes and add another one. I don't know, new mode. And then here we will have to add it in our case for the new mode and return, let's say, a new title. And the same thing we will do here. Let's say color dot, I don't know what color we use, blue. Now let's go back to our home view and command build. What we are missing, double columns. Let's get back, and you will see that it will appear here another button with all the information, and we don't have to write any extra code inside our view. So this is how cool it is when you want to add something extra with this nicely reusable code. Let me get back and actually remove it. But you got the idea how easy it is to do any extra changes there.